man, the legend, and the most successful businessman. One of the most interesting CEOs in the world is Elon Musk. This South African tech mogul is a leader in the markets of electric vehicles, EV, and renewable energy, He is also behind SpaceX, a company that wants to make space travel possible for everyone. It's safe to say that he has some big goals set on what is known as Elon time, a schedule that is often too optimistic and doesn't work out. He is, however, a successful businessman who has built some of the world's most innovative technology, which puts him in competition with Steve Jobs for the title of the most innovative person. Today, he divides his time between running Tesla, SpaceX, The Boring Company, and Neuralink. His day is broken up into 5-minute chunks, and he often works so hard that he doesn't have time to eat. He has been known to spend the night on the production floor or in a conference room to get a little more work done. We are going to tell you about Elon Musk's daily routine. But before starting the video, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get all the latest updates, as we will make more videos on interesting subjects in the future. So if you don't want to miss it, make sure to subscribe to it. Now, let's get started. Mornings. Musk gets up every day around 7 a.m. He says he likes sleeping between 6.5 hours each night. He says he can't sleep in because it hurts his performance more than if he sleeps less. After waking up, he takes a shower, gets dressed, and has a cup of coffee. But he says most days he is in such a hurry that he skips breakfast. When he does eat breakfast, an omelet is his favorite. During an Ask Me Anything AMA on Reddit, he said that taking a shower is the most important part of his day. He says he doesn't feel right without his shower, which is an important part of getting up and getting ready for the day. Then he drives to work and drops his kids off at school. Musk says that he usually works between 80 and 100 hours per week, and most of his design and engineering skills. At SpaceX, design work takes up about 90% of his time, and at Tesla, it takes up about 60% of his day. He is good at doing many things at once, but he doesn't check his emails and doesn't answer most of his phone calls. Mondays and Fridays are spent at SpaceX in Los Angeles or Boca Chica. The rest of the week is spent at Tesla in the San Francisco Bay Area. With this schedule, Elon works 42 hours at Tesla and 40 hours at SpaceX weekly. Afternoons. He admits that he doesn't pay as much attention to his diet as he should because he is so busy. If Musk eats lunch, he usually eats it quickly during a meeting in the afternoon. He is known for being very productive at work and expects the same from his employees. In the afternoon, he meets with people and works on design projects. He is known to leave meetings quickly if he thinks his time is being wasted, and he tries to stop people from holding meetings that aren't necessary. He often gets into a flow state where hours go by without him noticing, and he relies on his strict schedule to keep him on track with his priorities. Evenings. In 2018, a profile of Musk in the New York Times said that he often worked up to 120 hours a week. Musk's desire to spend more time with Grimes and their children prompted him to reduce his work hours. He eats most of his calories at night because he is so busy during the day. He eats too much at business dinners because he is hungry, which he admits. Musk likes Diet Coke, which he says has some infernal ingredient. Musk likes French food and barbecue when he does eat. He also likes to drink whiskey or wine now and then. He gets home from work every night around 10 p.m. after the younger kids are in bed. He then spends the next few hours reading or watching anime, Evangelion and the Death Note. He goes to sleep at 1 a.m. after a busy day. Elon Musk's daily work schedule. In an interview with Y Combinator in 2016, Musk talked about a typical day for him when he was running both Tesla and SpaceX.
Many years you took me on a tour of SpaceX, and the most impressive thing was that you knew every detail of the rocket and every piece of engineering that went into it. And I don't think many people get that about you.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think I'm kind of a business person or something, which is fine. Like, business is fine, but but really, it's it's like at SpaceX. Gwynne Shotwell is chief operating officer. She kind of manages legal, finance, sales, and kind of general business activity. And then my time is almost entirely with the engineering team, working on improving the Falcon 9 and the Dragon spacecraft, and developing the Mars colonial architecture. And then at Tesla, it's working on the Model 3 and some in the design studio, typically half a day a week, dealing with aesthetics and look and feel things, and then most of the rest of the week is just going through engineering of the car itself, as well as engineering of the factory, because the biggest epiphany I've had this year is that what really matters is the machine that builds the machine, the factory. And that is at least 2 orders of magnitude harder than the vehicle itself.
Musk is known for being ruthless about getting things done for himself and his employees. Musk sent an email to Tesla employees in 2018 with some of his recommendations for how to run meetings well. Big companies always have too many meetings, and they almost always get worse over time. Please eliminate all large meetings unless you're sure they're useful for everyone. If that's the case, keep them short. Also, stop having meetings always unless you are dealing with something urgent. The number of meetings should rapidly decrease once the urgent issue has been resolved. As soon as it becomes clear that you aren't contributing anything, leave the meeting or call. Forcing someone to stay and waste their time is a form of rudeness. In the same email, Musk also told employees not to use acronyms or nonsense words for objects, software, or processes at Tesla. He also encouraged a free flow of information between all levels, no matter the employee's role or department. Musk seems to like his workaholic tendencies and long hours, but everyone has a breaking point, and in 2018, it looked like Musk was dangerously close to his. In a profile for the New York Times, Musk said that he worked up to 120 hours a week. There were times I didn't leave the factory for 3 or 4 days, he said. I didn't go outside. This has kept me from seeing my children and seeing friends. Musk talked more about the hard times in an interview with Kara Swisher for Recode Decode. Then he added, during the week, I'd work for a few hours, then sleep for a few hours, then work for a few hours. At least 120 hours a day were spent on some of those days. Musk's 120-hour work weeks are over for now, and he's back to working 80 or 90 hours a week, which he says is pretty sustainable. Elon Musk was worth $237.9 billion, £199.1 billion as of July 11th. The number often changes because most of Mr. Musk's wealth is tied to his stake in Tesla, which goes up and down with the markets. If you thought this video was interesting and fun, give it a big thumbs up. And if you are new to our channel, you can get updates by subscribing to our channel and turning on post notifications. We'll talk again in the next video.